Hello everyone, welcome to Lucy, the eternity she wished for. Continue on. Lucy's prepared. Yeah. Exiting, we head out to the sidewalk. I stop in my tracks. In silence, I kneel down facing away from Lucy. Up on. I add an explanation to make sure that she understands. That means you lightly put your arms around my neck and climb onto my back.
Master? ちょっとお聞きしますが
What is it?
バカだと思っていますか
No. I guess I no longer have to worry about being choked to death. I feel her weight gradually shift onto my back. For a robot, she's very light. She was probably measured to weigh as a normal girl. Huh?
どうしましたか
No, it's nothing. As soon as she climbs onto my back, I can't help but notice a fragrant aroma rising from her body. It's neither too intense nor fleeting. It gently spreads evenly along my nose. It starts with a sweet, fruity scent reminiscent of a youthful girl. There is a hint of spice akin to a mature woman. It doesn't fail to stimulate the mind of a teenage boy going through puberty. This is bad. I've never experienced something like this. It didn't happen this morning, but why now? It's probably because of the smell. It wasn't there earlier. Feeling a little faint, I desperately tried to grasp the situation.
脈拍が突然上がっていますマスターどうかされましたか
She's measuring my heart rate? That's not fair. I feel a little embarrassed for revealing that I'm a nervous wreck right now. Unable to hold back, I decided to be honest to myself. The smell. What is it?
この匂いですか店長さんがいくつかプレゼントしてくれたんです女性だから自己管理は徹底しないとと
She takes out a bottle of perfume amongst many other makeup accessories. Jeez, that guy is really scary. He's the type of person who spends the whole day forcing his pet dog into different clothing. If you consider that as an animal abuse, wouldn't this be some kind of robot harassment? Well, I don't know. All this stuff just for a robot. What a silly guy. Why are you laughing?
わかりませんが自然と出てきます
Had I just been seduced by a robot? Well, there goes all my dignity as a human being.
重くないですか
What are you going on about now? I purposely tried to sound irritated. It doesn't affect her in any way, however.
ルーシーの体重くないですか
You're lighter than expected. Well, you're lighter than I expected.
本当ですか
Yeah.
お世辞じゃないですよね女性を上げて落とすのは良くないですよ
Is that supposed to be funny? Have you been deceived all your life? Maybe I was being too rough on her. I didn't think she'd start being so skeptical. Before I ruined her completely, I decided to treat her a little kind from now on. I hear a small giggle coming from my back. Would a robot really feel that flattered to be called a light? I don't know. Humans can't be expected to understand a robot's heart. Soon enough, the streets became immersed in the orange glow of the evening sun. The scenery was changing more slowly than usual today. Maybe it's because I've been carrying Lucy on my back. But it's not that a lot of time had passed. Winter was just on its way, as evidenced by this increasingly shorter days. Lucy hasn't said anything for a while. I still glance at her wondering if she's asleep, but she's not. She appears to be lost in thought, staring at everything inside. She looks like a child inside a pleasant dream. I can see her eyes sparkling. Is it really that fascinating?
何がですか？
This place.
あ、はい。本当に素晴らしいと思います。
I can't say if I agree with that. Unlike downtown, there aren't many distractions here to keep us busy. Nor are we near any beautiful landscapes. We're just walking down a plain old street that you can find anywhere. What part of this place do you find marvelous?
すべてです。
Everything?
はい。すべてが素晴らしいです。昔は外出する時も許可が必要でしたから。外に出てこんな風に散歩する機会は数えるほどしかありませんでした。そうですね。強いて言えば、こうして動いている間にも周りの景色が変わっていくのが素晴らしいと思います。ルーシーの知らない風景がまた別の何かに変わっていく姿が、こうしてゆっくり景色を眺められるということが、そういうのがとても不思議に思います。本当に素晴らしいと思います。
I see. I couldn't relate to the sensation she just described.
マスター、
What is it?
本当に申し訳ありません。
What's with you all of a sudden? I'm caught off guard by the unexpected apology. Has she really done anything wrong?
ルーシーが今日迷惑ばかりかけましたよね。申し訳ございません。
Oh no, Lucy, you don't have to be sorry.
もともとは落ち着いた性格で、制作段階では他人を理解できる包容力をメインコンセプトにして設計されたのですが、
I found it strange how Lucy was telling me what kind of person she was supposed to be. If anyone other than Lucy had told me the same thing, I probably have laughed at them. Anyone by himself will never be able to find out what kind of person he truly is. Sitting in front of a mirror reveals all the flaws of your body. Sitting in front of a person reveals all the flaws of your personality. If you ever want to find something out about yourself, it needs to be reflected back to you by something else. That is why attempting to describe your own personality is the same as describing what kind of person you actually want to be. It's just a bunch of pretentious nonsense. But this is the only case for human. Lucy is an android. She's not human. That's why it doesn't sound strange coming from her.
初めてマスターになる人に巡り会えて嬉しかったんです。久しぶりの起動だったからか騒ぎ立ててしまったこともありますが、
It was such a natural explanation about how she felt. She was happy to meet her first master, and she was happy to be able to finally move around again. You've never served anyone else before?
はい、マスターが初めてのマスターです。
Is that so? So she's a new model that no one has ever touched. That line of thinking sounds dirty, but that's not what I mean.
研究所にいた頃は楽しかったです。
I wasn't even thinking about how it was a dirty sentence until he said it himself.
そこにいたみんながよくしてくれました。いろいろな話をして、いろいろなことを教わりました。
A lab, did she say? Oh, I'm sure they treated her well.
何か面白い答えを出したり、指示された行動をすると、たくさんの人が喜んでくれたんです。特に真面目に貢献した時には、ルーシーは本当に賢いと頭を撫でながら褒めてくださいました。ルーシーはそれがとても嬉しかった。嬉しくて、もっとたくさんのことを学び、もっとたくさん話をしました。そうすればするほど もっと可愛がってくれたんです。
They were probably just testing her abilities. In my mind, I found the whole scenario unsettling. To Lucy, however, it's a treasured memory of her past. But there's an important question yet to be answered. Then why were you abandoned? I've always been meaning to ask it, but I can't easily bring myself to do so. I ask myself why. Maybe it's because I'm starting to care about this robot's feelings. I shake my head. That's just plain nuts. It's only because she sounds like a real person. It's a dangerous thought. Let's get out of my head. I blurt out the question. Then why were you abandoned? Oh, Lucy, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Lucy. Why the heck did I say it? Lucy goes silent. Nothing is said for a while. The quietness stretches into an awkward silence. I start to regret asking the question.
みんなルーシーのことが嫌いになったのだと思います。
With those words, Lucy finally breaks the silence.
いつからかみんなルーシーに笑いかけなくなりました。みんなルーシーを褒めてくれなくなりました。みんなルーシーのメインシステムを起動してくれなくなりました。予備電力で時間が経つのだけは感知できました。何もできないままただ時間だけが過ぎていく感覚だけを感じ、そしてある日
Lucy was silent once more. Then one day she found herself left in the dust. Is what she probably wanted to say. Maybe they didn't like something about her, or they found a significant flaw within her design. But I don't like the fact that they had just tossed her aside after giving her some love and attention. Are they being too inconsiderate? A small rage boils inside of me, directed at those cruel researchers with no sense of responsibility. When I regain my senses after a few seconds, I become surprised at how angry I was. What was I thinking? They were just throwing away a failed experiment. The object on my back is nothing more than an impressive fake. She's not real. She's not a living creature. Oh, this is breaking my heart again. It's only natural that useless machinery is thrown away. There's no need for me to be so angry.
マスター、また脈拍が上がっています。どうかしましたか？
It's nothing. And stop measuring that all the time.
でも自動で体温を測るようプログラムされています。
Then it's an order. I order you not to measure anything from now on.
命令ですか？それでは仕方ありませんね。
There was another silence, but this time not an unpleasant one.
ですからマスターにはとても感謝しています。
I just can't seem to figure out this robot's train of thought. What?
捨てられてどのくらいの時が流れたのか分かりません。でもルーシーにとっては永遠にも等しい時間でした。周りは暗闇で人の気配など全くなくて、とても暗くてとても静かで、とてもそんな中マスターの声が聞こえました。
I don't remember talking to you like that.
それでもルーシーにとってはまるで天使のささやきのようでした。何もない暗闇の中に初めて一筋の光が差したのです。ルーシーに何度も何度も声をかけてくれました。
You're overreacting. She's definitely going overboard with this. I just happened to notice her while casually passing by.
マスターに気づいてもらえるよう必死でした。残りの力を振り絞って、そしたら今まで動かなかった腕が動いたのです。
They were only a few words which didn't contain any significant meaning, and it was only in a moment's when that I take her home. But I was surprised those actions were such a big help to the robot.
ルーシーに手を差し伸べてくれたこと、本 本当に感謝しています。
Being able to say the most embarrassing thing without hesitation. I guess that's one of the advantages of being a robot. I can feel my face beginning to flush. I quickly duck in order to hide my embarrassment. Shut up. I'm gonna make you pay for what you're worth, so you better be ready for it.
はい、マスター。覚悟しておきます。
What's so funny? Why do you keep laughing like that? It's creeping me out.
わかりません。さっきから笑いが自然とこみ上げてくるんです。故障みたいです。どうしましょう。
Lucy quietly rests her cheeks against my shoulder. The sensation of her soft skin causes me to flinch. She feels very much different compared to this morning. It feels like a very real person on my back instead of a robot. I start to wonder what could be causing this difference in perception. Was it just a placebo effect? Or has something really changed since the morning? If something really did change, was it me? Or the robot? I continued to ponder over the question on the way home. I never managed to come up with an answer. Yes, I already know the 3 laws of robotics. Don't gotta remind me. Oh, 6 more days. I'm nervous. Oh, my stomach. I unlocked the front door and entered the house. Unlike usual, I could sense someone's presence inside. I heard a couple voices coming from the television inside the living room. My father appears to have returned home early. It makes me feel uneasy. ... I effortlessly removed my shoes using only my feet. Come to think of it, I was always home alone. It's been this way ever since I've grown old enough to take care of myself. Before that, we used to have a housekeeper watching over the place. However, that was only until I began middle school. From then on, I was always by myself. I would eat breakfast alone, I would eat dinner alone. The cycle would repeat endlessly. I don't even remember the last time all of us ate dinner together as a family. There's no such thing as a home-cooked meal in this household. I've eaten so many different kinds of instant food in my life that I've come to memorize every product of every brand. My father puts his work before family. Wow. My new mother follows my father everywhere to support him while practically ignoring me. That is my family. At this point, it feels like out of place to see someone actually home. My father is on the couch watching television. You're back. He doesn't even turn around to face me. It implies that he's not in a good mood. Ooh. Yes, father. You're very late. I checked the time. It wasn't actually that late. There are times that I come back much later. I wonder if this man even knows how old I am. Where have you been wandering around for so long? Don't you know that you'll be in college soon? ... I don't bother replying, says the guy who's never paid attention to me. I think to myself, I don't get along too well with my father. Our relationship compares badly with other families, but that is to be expected. We've never spent much quality time together, going to the zoo or playing soccer together. I don't have any of those fun memories that other kids my age probably have. My earliest memories are of my father's stern face, so it would be more bizarre if we actually got along. As I stand in silence, the old man launches his next attack. Are you not listening to me? ... He still doesn't even bother looking at me. I've gotten used to minding my own business. We keep to our own devices. To solve any conflict within a family, you would normally need to sit down together and talk about it. But my father doesn't think there's any need for that. He thinks everything is fine the way it is. It'd be really painful to talk face to face with that man, though. You just stopped by somewhere on the way home. Oh, I just stopped. Yeah, I'll just deal with our usual exchange. As long as I don't make him angry, that's good enough for me. I just need to maintain the peace between us. It's always been this way. As usual, I try my best not to rock the boat. I don't know what you kids are up to these days. But remember that students like you should be studying. I'm saying this for your sake. So stop hanging around with those brats who only care about having fun. You can't afford to lose your sight of your main goal. Stay focused. I'll be going to my room now. With that said, I tried to make my escape. Our conversation would usually end about here. But Lucy, who had been silent all this time, decides to whisper something into my ear. Lucy.
失礼ですが、マスター？あの方はマスターのお父様ですか？
Lucy, you're supposed to be quiet. I hesitate whether I should tell her or not. In the end, I quietly whisper back, Yeah. Couldn't tell you. Could hear me, but yeah. Lucy taps my shoulder.
マスター、もう下ろしてください。
Lucy, bad idea. He cannot see you. I had no choice but to grant her wish. Maybe Lucy's voice had caught him by surprise. Because my father finally turned to face me. He's wearing a bewildered look. Who's your guest? With a wide smile, Lucy grabs into the edge of her skirt. And she performs a flawless courtesy that would make a princess envious.
はじめまして、お父様。多目的用途として作られたアンドロイド、ルーシー・バレンタインと申します。今日からこちらのお世話になることになりましたので、何卒よろしくお願いいたします。
He doesn't like androids. What? He's just a robot. His attitude changes completely. The sharpness in his voice penetrates every part of my body, but Lucy doesn't seem to notice. Or rather, she's pretending not to. She continues with a smile.
掃除、洗濯、料理、何でもお任せください。ルーシーは一般家庭における多くの家事をプロ並みにこなすことができます。
I'm sorry, but there's something we need from a robot in this family. I suggest that you go look for somewhere else to stay.
申し訳ございませんが、お父様。ルーシーにできることは数えきれないくらいありますよ。
Oh, he's angry. He's pissed. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. Meanwhile, Lucy continues to ramble on, completely oblivious to what is about to happen.
先ほど申し上げた以外にも、お父様が心配なさっている息子さんのための教育も可能です。もちろん、素晴らしい教師の教育法を厳選して参考にしています。
Oh, great. You're gonna make me study? She's talking as if she's about to become my personal tutor.
それ以外にも優秀な機能はたくさんあります。お裁縫や不自由のない暮らしのための家政婦の仕事など。
Just where did you get this piece of junk? Get out of my sight! His angry outburst is as sudden as it is intense. It catches Lucy off guard. She stumbles backwards in alarm. No surprise here. I saw all this coming from a mile away. It's a present from a friend. I lie instinctively. If I honestly tell him that I found her in the trash, he definitely forced me to take her back there. I'll just say that I got her from Dr. Gears. My father knows his manners. There's no way he'll make me throw away a present. Ha, really? You haven't stopped being a troublemaker since you were little. What have I always told you? Robots are ruining society. Did you forget about all that? ... My father has always been like this. Robots are becoming increasingly more common. They're gradually making their way into our daily lives. But my parents consider them as intruders infiltrating human society. They're unable to catch up with the shifts in technology while they refuse to let go of their traditional ways. People nowadays. They simply refuse to coexist with robots. Thanks to that, I grew up hearing nothing but bad things about robots. But what's wrong with keeping one around the house? What's wrong, you ask? I've heard that most families own androids nowadays. Why can't we just keep one around for convenience? I've cleared me. Just add a few into the fire. Yup, burn everything. Convenience? Think about the type of people that care about convenience. Convenience makes us lazy. I'm just basically lazy myself, old man. Look, I would rather just sit my butt on a chair in front of a computer any day rather than go outside and walk. Okay? And when we're lazy, our minds don't work properly. Convenience makes our mind weak. Being old makes your mind weak, old man. obvious how they'll live the rest of their lives. Without realizing that they're hopelessly lazy, they'll just end up living a meaningless life. Existence. Dot. I've already lost count of how many times I've heard this from him. C selection is right. Variant B. It goes from A to Z, by the way. I'm so sick of this. I just want to wrap up this conversation so I can leave as soon as possible. Anyways, I've already accepted it all already, so we should keep it. I'm the one who's gonna be using it, so why do you care? Who's the one who's going to be paying for the electricity? Who taught you to be selfish? Well, not you, only because you weren't in my life at all, so there's that. I'm starting to reach my limit. Come on, I just want to leave. Then I'll pay for it. I can get a part-time job. A job? You're going to get a job? You're going to work when you should be studying? Yes. Do you realize how important this phase in your life is? These years in high school should decide the rest of your future. No, not really. With whose permission are you planning to work? Kids like you should be studying. Don't you got somewhere to be, old man? Honestly, I can do whatever I want with my life. Just keep your mouth shut and study. Well, I'll pay you back when I grow up, so leave me alone, damn it. I screamed at the top of my lungs. Oh, I was supposed to scream, my bad. His eyes widened in shock. That was to be expected. I've never raised my voice in front of my parents before. You can't do this. You can't do that. Then just what the heck do you expect me to do? I'm so furious that I almost feel steam rising from my head. At the same time, my father's eyes quickly narrowed and began to burn with rage. He hit me! Time slows down and I felt struggling, and then left struggling to process what had just happened. I stand in place holding my sore cheeks as I stare at my father in shock. Not knowing what to do, Lucy is fidgeting non-stop. Just where did you learn to be so stubborn? I've never raised you to... You were never in my life, old man! Shut up! ... Shocked and humiliated, I can no longer calm my fury soul. I turn around and stomp off towards my room. I pull Lucy along with me.
Master?
Hesitating, Lucy eventually makes a short bow to my father and trails along. Behind me, I hear my father yelling. But I shut it all out of my blind rage and nearly overpowering. It's nearly overpowering. Entering my room, I locked the door behind me. I hear my father yelling as he continues banging on my door for a while. I'm not sure how many minutes have gone by, but it feels like an eternity. Even if I block my ears, I can still sense the floor shaking. I curl up my body and wait for a moment to pass. The clock slowly ticks away. After a long while, I uncovered my ears. The noises have stopped and I finally began to relax. As my head eventually clears up, I realize what I've done. I finally lost control. I'd yelled at my father for the first time in my life. It's been a while since the last time I was hit by my father. It was like the rupturing of a dam after so much pressure and strain. Thinking back, it's strange that we never had any direct confrontations like this one. Our relationship was like an unstable bomb, but I always managed to prevent it from going off. But today was different. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Whew. I tried to slow down my breathing.
Master?
Lucy calls out to me cautiously. What is it?
大丈夫ですか?
I wonder what she means by alright. Nothing's alright, but I know what she meant, so I give a small nod anyway. It was a wet handkerchief from who knows where. Lucy wipes down my sweaty forehead. The fruity smell of her perfume is surprisingly calming.
気に障ったら申し訳ございませんが、マスター。
What is it?
お父様にあんな言い方は良くないと思います。
No, I'm getting lectured by her. I My face quickly becomes contorted with anger. What the heck? Are you also telling me I'm a bad person? Lucy shakes her head.
悪いとは言っていません。でもお父様と話すときはもう少し優しく言った方がいいと思います。
But I am polite. He was being mean to you and me.
家族ではないですか。きっと心の中では傷ついていると思いますよ。
Oh, you don't think that? Oh, you don't think I'm bad, huh? Or you're the one telling me that it's my fault entirely? I was the one hurt, and he was the one who hurt me. My head is aching, so just drop it and leave me alone. Lucy, who had been squirming about, goes completely still. But her eyes suddenly lose their color. After a while, she springs back to life.
しかしマスター、メモリーチップに記録された通常の家庭問題を検索してみた結果、家庭不和を招くと思われる会話類型の中にマスターとお父様の間に起こったパターンと似た過程が多数検出されました。
What are you talking about?
論理的に考えるとマスターの行動は二次問題を招く可能性があります。この問題を解決するためにはまずはマスターが過ちを認めお父様に謝罪を。
Shut up! Your explanations don't even make sense when you're calling it illogical. You wouldn't understand a thing anyway.
はい、ルーシーが見たのは何かと言いますと、
What can you possibly tell from watching us for 5 minutes? What did you exactly find about us? How can you say something so ignorant without knowing anything about the past 18 years we spent together? The android tilts his head, looking confused. Answer this. How many minutes are there in a day?
1440分です。
Oh. How many in a year? Oh, please don't. Not math.
52万5600分です。
Then what about 18 years?
946万800分です。
As expected from a robot, her calculations are quick and accurate. That's right. Out of the 9,460,800 minutes I spent with my father, you've only seen 5. That's less than 0.0001%, an insignificant amount. It's my fault that you've had to witness something like this. But that man is always finding the smallest excuses to teach me things that only he believes himself. Thinking of it as throwing out an entire pan of pizza because of a single burnt piece of pepperoni. Where's the logic in that? Who throws out pizza? Lucy's eyes lose their focus, just like before. Could she be looking up something inside her memory chip again? Or maybe she's doing research online. She returns after a moment.
申し訳ございません、マスター。先ほどおっしゃった意図をルーシーは完璧に理解できませんでした。
I figured as much. Cause and effect. The universe operates on this principle. If a father neglects his son, then of course the son would neglect his father in return. Who's that bigger front here?
でもマスター、
What?
おっしゃったピザは一切れのペパロニを交換すれば完璧なピザになると思います。
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it off here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next part. Bye bye.